You know, everything you touch, everything you taste, everything you see, it's all part of this incredible hidden world of transformation. And today, we're going to unlock the secrets of that world because we are talking about chemistry, the science that explains, well, pretty much everything.
Okay, so let me ask you something. What do your phone, a life-saving vaccine, and a loaf of bread actually have in common? I mean, think about it for a second. You've got this high-tech gadget, a total medical marvel, and a plain old loaf of bread. They couldn't be more different, right? What's the link?
The answer? It's one word: chemistry. That's it. It's like this invisible thread that weaves through our entire modern world, connecting the simplest things to the most mind-blowingly complex. And today, we're going to pull on that thread and see exactly how. But you know, before we can see how chemistry changes the world, we first have to get a handle on what it is at its core. So, what are we really talking about when we say chemistry? So, here's the deal. At its heart, chemistry really does two things. First, it's all about figuring out what everything, and I mean everything, is made of, the basic building blocks. And second, it's about understanding the rules for how those building blocks can change and become something totally new. So, when you dig into chemistry, you're not just memorizing a bunch of facts. You're actually learning the fundamental rules of reality itself. You start to understand why a solid like ice melts into a liquid, or how a battery turns chemical energy into electricity. You're learning what's happening on an atomic level. It's kind of like getting the instruction manual for the universe. All right, let's just address the elephant in the room, shall we? I hear this all the time. A lot of people think chemistry is just this super tough memory game with the periodic table. But honestly, that could not be further from the truth. The real power of chemistry is in the skills it teaches you. This is the real gold, and it goes so far beyond the classroom. When you study chemistry, you're literally training your brain to think in a whole new way. You learn to connect cause and effect, to notice tiny details that actually matter, to tackle problems methodically, and, this is the big one, to base your conclusions on actual evidence. These are skills that are going to serve you for the rest of your life, no matter what you end up doing. So, if chemistry builds these incredible thinking skills, where does all that lead? Well, let's zoom out a bit and see the amazing impact it has on a global scale. This is where it gets really, really exciting. Just look at this. It lays it all out so clearly. Think about medicine. Every single pill, every vaccine that keeps us healthy, that's chemistry. Or how about the environment? It's chemists who are right there on the front lines, figuring out how to make cleaner fuels and better recycling methods. And your tech. The phone or computer you're on right now, it literally wouldn't exist without chemists figuring out how to make those super pure semiconductors for the chips inside. And it's not just in these huge industries either. I mean, just look around you right now. The soap you used this morning, the plastic in your keyboard, the dye in your shirt, the paint on your walls. Every single one of those things is a product of applied chemistry. It's the invisible architect of our everyday lives. So, if chemistry builds these valuable skills and it literally shapes our world, what does that mean for you? Well, it means opportunity, big time. Let's just run through a few of the incredible careers that a background in chemistry can open up. You could become a chemical engineer. These are the people who take the cool discoveries from a lab and figure out how to scale them up to create everything from cleaner energy to life-saving medicines. Or how about a forensic scientist? You could be the one using chemical analysis to find those hidden clues at a crime scene, helping to solve cases and bring people justice. Maybe you've got a creative side. As a cosmetic chemist, you could be in a lab right now, formulating the next big thing in skincare or makeup. How cool is that? Or you could work as an environmental scientist, using your knowledge to check the health of our planet and invent new ways to fight pollution. Talk about making a difference. And of course, a deep, deep understanding of chemistry is absolutely essential for careers in medicine. Whether you're a doctor diagnosing an illness or a pharmacist explaining a prescription, you are using chemistry every single day to save lives. So we've seen the massive global impact in all the career possibilities, but the true beauty of chemistry is that it's not just happening in some far-off lab or factory. It's happening in the smallest, most familiar moments. Let's bring it all right back home. Let's go back to baking bread. It seems so simple, but it's actually a perfect chemical symphony. You've got yeast, which is this tiny living thing, and it basically eats the sugar in the dough and burps out carbon dioxide gas. Those little gas bubbles are what make the dough rise.
Then you stick it in the oven, and the heat kicks off this whole chain reaction, transforming that sticky dough into a firm loaf and creating that absolutely incredible smell. And that's the real magic, isn't it? Chemistry isn't some scary, intimidating subject that's out of reach. It's practical, it's hands-on, and it's happening right there in your kitchen. And you know what? Understanding the science behind it doesn't take away the wonder. It adds a whole new, amazing layer to it.
So, when you study chemistry, you're doing so much more than just trying to pass a class. It's just like it says here. You are learning how our world works and how you can help make it better. It's about gaining this deep understanding, from the tiniest atom to the biggest galaxy, and realizing that with that knowledge comes the power to make a real positive change. See, it gives you the power to not just understand the world, but to actually change it, to solve the big problems, to create amazing new things, to help heal people, and to protect this planet we all share. So really, the only question left is, what will you choose to change?